John Askew has joined us on the line. You're coming in from Beirut.
Yeah, I was there at the weekend, on Saturday night with Paul van Dyk. It was mind-blowing, absolutely amazing gig.
Now, just a regular club gig, or is this, the end of the festival season for you?
It was a big... It's an annual arena gig that he does over there for 16,000 people, and I've been fortunate enough to do the warm-up slot at all of them. So it's become a bit of an annual tradition, but I think this weekend's one, they're all amazing, but this weekend's one, there was something really, really special about it. It was electric. My hair, if this was TV, I could show you the hairs on my arms standing up at the moment. It was amazing.
And so 16,000 people, a little small party for a couple friends, eh?
Yeah, it was pretty good. And they really go to town on the production, and the sound system was just astonishing. It was incredible, and I'd probably say the best Paul van Dyk set I've heard in the last 4 years as well. He really, really, really took the roof off the place. It was amazing.
Is there anywhere else that you haven't had a chance to hit that you want to?
Yeah, I've never been to Japan. And I would love to go there. I've heard great things about it. I think that's probably one of the few places I haven't been that I'd love to go to. And India I've never been to either. So, I think they're the two, yeah.
So you have this new album out, Z-List Superstar, came out yesterday officially, I guess.
Yeah.
Very clean sounding trance. It's something that not many people are really willing to do that kind of sound anymore. What are your thoughts on that?
Do you know, this is probably the fifth or sixth interview that I've done in the last week for the album, and that question just keeps coming up again and again. And I think... It's a tough one. I just can't really understand why people would change their sounds according to, what other people are doing and according to, what's popular elsewhere. I can't get my head around that. If you're into a sound and you're passionate about it, then why would you change and start making something else purely because of the popularity of that sound decreasing? To me, that doesn't sound right, and that is sort of selling out in a way. If I go to a Metallica concert, I want to hear metal. I don't want to hear them coming out and playing ballads or country and western because that's more popular. Does that make sense?
Especially country and western. Yeah,
we certainly never want to hear any of that.
Now, you're still doing work with Discover. Is it hard to find new material out there?
No. What is hard is trying to get through all the material that gets sent to you, all the demos that people are sending, and then not only sending, but then within a week sending you another email saying, why haven't you listened to it? And, corresponding with all these people takes a hell of a lot of time. So there's certainly no shortage of material, and I think I've pretty much there's now 4 Discover labels because we just started a new one. So I think certainly Discover and Discover Dark have got their releases lined up to maybe at least this time next year. So, we're fully booked at the moment.
I'm only into March for booking for my 3 labels, but a year ahead is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty crazy, and Chris, my business partner, keeps saying to me, for God's sake, stop signing so many records. But if something great comes along, you kick yourself if it goes to another label. And there's a lot of people who want to release stuff with us, which is great, but I just feel bad having to say to them, look, we do want to sign it, we do want to release it, but it might take anything up to a year to put it out.
Now, do you find that the online sharing is really hurting your sales? For example, I got a copy of the album mixed up earlier on, and I did a search to try to find all the track listings, and the first thing that came up was a list off an illegal download site of all the tracks.
Oh, this is a big topic. I have record labels. I don't agree with illegal file sharing. And I think what pisses me off more than just the file sharing is the general attitude of file sharers who get annoyed. They almost feel a sense of contempt, if you like, having to pay for music. They don't understand why they should have to, and that really annoys me. I think if I'm into a new band or something and they bring out a new album, I go to a shop and I buy their CD because I want to support them. It's a huge conversation, and the answer is if ever there is a file sharer that we know about, we will do everything we possibly can to name and shame them and ensure that they're removed from any situations which might encourage them to share our files or the files of labels that we kind of know and respect as friends and peers.
We're talking with John Askew right now in England. Whose stock, this economic upturn and downturn, whose DJ or production stock is really going up in your books?
Really coming through. I think Activa is going to be, a huge headliner for Discover Records, who we've just signed up in the wake of, John O'Callaghan has left to go to Armada Records, so he's no longer on Discover. So there's been a few changes and a few new people coming on board, which is great. And I think Activa is definitely going to be massive. I really, really like Gareth Emery's stuff at the moment. Stoneface and Terminal are always really consistently rocking. There's just so many. David Newsom, Sly One and Geraint. I think Sly One and Geraint, in terms of artists who are pretty much unheard of at the moment, I think they're probably the ones to watch in the next year. They're going to be massive. And Gary Maguire is another one to look out for. I love Simon Patterson stuff. Tom Colantonio, all the usual suspects. I'm just mentioning everyone on my label, basically, so, that's a bit biased, but, I signed them because I love their stuff.
Or else you wouldn't have them on board, right?
Exactly.
So, now, if you could ask a producer, a question about their technique and, something that you'd really like to know how to do that, who would it be and what would you like to know about?
Marcus Chassaw, his stuff at the I quite often listen to his productions and his remixes, and I'm just blown away by the quality of sound and how he does certain things. And I've tried replicating a few of the things and failed miserably. So I would love to be on a fly on the wall in his studio for a couple of days and just take a notebook and nick all his ideas, definitely.
And I guess as we finish off here, what's going to kill us first, the economy tanking or the environment so we can't breathe?
The economy will go first, definitely.
All hell will break loose.
All hell is imminently about to break loose on all fronts, yeah. It's not looking very good at the moment, but still, it's a great time to go out and party and forget about it.
Well, on that, I wish you the best of luck. You're off to South America, are you not?
Yeah, in a couple of days, yeah.
Sounds like a great party.
Yeah, I hope so. I think it's going to be brilliant. Hi, this is John Askew, and you're listening to Amplified Radio with DJ Amps. Hi, this is John Askew, and this is my latest record on Amplified Radio with DJ Amps.